Hi guys, my name is Dana Ndinda. I'll be making content in afrochic about food and lifestyle, and today we're going to be making fluffy pancakes, and let's get right into the video. For my utensils, I'll be using a whisk, a spatula, a spoon which is not of good quality but did the job, then my measuring cup, my measuring jar which has milk, this bowl which I just used it to melt some butter. I used one egg because I don't like the taste of so many eggs inside the mixture. Then I used the all-purpose flour from the company X, then some sugar, salt, baking powder, cinnamon to add the taste, honey which I used later, a pan. So we will start with the flour. I used 3 cups of flour. Then I'll add some baking powder. For the baking powder, I'll just put 1 full spoon. I put it in halves, but it's equal to 1. Yeah. As you can see, the baking powder is whiter than the flour. Then after I've done that, I'll just mix it with my spoon. Mix until I'm satisfied that they have mixed completely. Then next I'll take my egg, beat it inside the milk, the jar that had milk. It was at 400 ml, the milk, so just get the quantity right. Then mix the egg with the milk as you add some salt. And I, as a typical Kenyan, will just estimate the salt, but from my thinking, I think it's just 1 tablespoon of salt. Same to the cinnamon, I think it's just 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, sorry. Then I'll add some sugar. With sugar, I just added 2 cups, which to me was enough when I tasted the pancakes. Then I mixed them to the perfect consistency, but I made a mistake of adding cinnamon to the milk. I should have added it to the dry ingredients, the flour and the baking powder, but oh well, it still worked. I added butter which I had melted using my microwave for just 30 seconds, and it was in liquid form, which was perfect for mixing. As you can see, my cinnamon did not mix. It left some residue, but if I had put it in the dry ingredients, it would have worked way better, but it still worked at the end of this entire video. So I poured in the mixture inside the dry ingredients and whisked using my whisk. You want to make sure that your mixture is as smooth as possible, because normally these balls that are normally inside filled with flour. So when you're cooking, you'll cook, but when you're eating, you find that there's still flour inside your pancakes, which is not very nice when you're eating. Yeah. So you should continue whisking. Don't get tired. Continue whisking. I know that feeling. Your hand is tired, but you have to continue because you don't want those balls inside there. So this is the end of my whisking. My mixture was thick enough. I loved it. This is the best consistency you should be looking for when whisking. So now we'll light our pan. Add some oil from fresh fry. Just a little, not a lot of oil. So this is a thing that makes me feel like a chef. I don't know if you guys normally feel the same way. I know I'll pick my pan and spread it using my hand. I don't know. This just makes me feel like a chef. So I normally do that to spread the oil all over. And you add your mixture when your pan is hot enough. The thing about this pan is that it makes the shape for you, so you don't have to struggle making that shape. That perfect circle. You see what I was talking about? Just look at that perfect circle. So yeah, this is the perfect pan. Then I normally reduce the heat so that your pancake doesn't get burnt. You can see it already puffing up. It looks so yummy. Even without being finished. So yeah, now we have to wait for it to finish up so that it can be good. So that's the plate I'm going to put the pancakes in. Now we have to wait. Be patient with it because you want it perfect. It has to cook until inside. I'm using my spatula to make sure that it doesn't stick on the pan so that it's not such a struggle flipping it over. I am now using my spatula to make sure that the bottom part doesn't burn, and to also check if it's ready, but it wasn't ready yet. Right now it's ready. You can see how it looks really nice. So here's my second pancake. I just repeated the same process. Only thing that happened to this pancake is that I put too much heat on the cooker, so my pancake ended up being burnt. So let's head to the styling part of this. As you can see, I added some honey. You can add maple syrup or any type of syrup. You can make your own. I'll make a video of how to make a syrup. So I added some bananas. You could add any dry fruit. That could be strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, anything. but I added some bananas and some chia seeds, and I also had to arrange the bananas to be, that perfect look. The chia seeds, and that was it for this recipe. I hope you enjoyed the video. That's all for today.